The vast emptiness of space erupted with a sudden burst of quantum communication, a desperate signal piercing through the cosmic silence. Commander Arya Valkov leaned forward in her command chair aboard the UES Resolute, her cybernetic implants processing the incoming transmission faster than any standard human communication system could. Multiple distress signatures, her AI companion, NOVA, reported with clinical precision. Origin point: Proxima Centauri cluster. Detected multiple alien species under simultaneous attack. Arya's steel-gray eyes narrowed. The United Earth Expeditionary Force wasn't in the habit of playing galactic peacekeepers, but something about this transmission felt different. The signal carried a unique quantum signature, a complex mathematical pattern that suggested a level of desperation beyond typical interstellar conflicts. "Show me the full spectrum analysis," she commanded, her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her enhanced system. Holographic displays flickered to life around her, revealing a chaotic battlefield. 3 distinct alien species were locked in a multilateral conflict, their ships trading destructive energy weapons in a dance of mutual annihilation. The smallest of the groups, a species with crystalline exoskeletons and biomechanical ships, seemed to be on the verge of total extinction. "NOVA, calculate intervention probability," Arya muttered, her fingers dancing across the quantum interface. The A's response was instantaneous. Intervention success rate, 67.3%. Potential diplomatic complications, high. Recommendation: observe but do not engage. Arya knew better. Something in the transmission spoke to her, an underlying frequency that resonated with humanity's own history of survival against insurmountable odds. The crystalline species fought with a determination that reminded her of Earth's own struggles during the global reconstruction era. "Prepare quantum shield harmonics," she ordered, "and ready the quantum disruptors. We're going in." The UES Resolute moved with a grace that defied its massive size. Unlike traditional spacecraft, the vessel utilized quantum displacement technology, allowing it to shift through spatial dimensions with minimal energy expenditure. Where other ships would announce their presence with conventional propulsion, the Resolute simply appeared. The battlefield went silent. The attacking fleet, a predatory species known as the Vex Chi, characterized by their segmented exoskeleton warships, suddenly found themselves facing an unexpected intruder. Humanity's reputation preceded them. The Deathworlders, a species that had transformed their hostile home planet into a crucible of technological and biological adaptation. "Attention combatants," Arya's voice cut through the communication channels. "This is Commander Arya Valkov of the United Earth Expeditionary Force. Your conflict is interrupting our standard patrol route." The Vex K fleet hesitated. Their tactical systems were already analyzing the new arrival, undoubtedly recalling stories of human military capabilities. Legends spoke of a species that could turn planetary environments into weapons, whose technological adaptability made them the most feared negotiators in the known galaxy. "Stand down," Arya continued, "or demonstrate hostile intent." The crystalline species, now identified by NOVA as the Xylex Collective, watched in stunned silence. Their ships were nearly depleted, energy shields flickering, hull integrity compromised. This was a moment of potential salvation or complete annihilation. The Vex K commander's response came through a translation matrix, full of clicks and harsh electronic undertones. "Humanity has no jurisdiction in this sector. This is a matter of territorial sovereignty." Arya allowed herself a subtle smile. Interesting choice of words. "NOVA, activate quantum resonance protocol." The Resolute's hull began to shimmer, quantum fields creating a mesmerizing display of mathematical precision. It wasn't just a show of force. It was a demonstration of technological superiority that transcended traditional warfare. "Your weapons are ineffective," NOVA announced through the communication channel. "Your technological level is approximately 217 years behind human quantum defensive capabilities. Suggest immediate withdrawal." The Vex K fleet began to scatter, their formations breaking under the psychological weight of an opponent they could neither understand nor effectively combat. Humanity had done more than interrupt the conflict. They had fundamentally altered its trajectory with a mere display of potential. As the last Vex K ships retreated, the Xylex Collective's lead vessel sent a trembling communication. We are grateful. But why? What do you gain from this intervention? Commander Valkov's response was simple and profound. Survival is a collective endeavor. Today, you survive. Tomorrow, who knows what alliances might form. The first chapter of an unexpected cosmic partnership had begun, written in the language of survival, technological marvel, and a hint of diplomatic intrigue. The quantum communication chamber aboard the UES Resolute hummed with anticipation. Commander Arya Valkov stood perfectly still, her cybernetic implants processing the incoming diplomatic transmission from the Xylex Collective. The crystalline beings had requested a formal meeting, their desperation from the recent battle now tempered by a mixture of curiosity and cautious hope. Ambassador Kylera of the Xylex Collective materialized in the holographic projection, a being composed of interconnected crystalline structures that shifted and realigned with each subtle movement. Her form was both beautiful and alien, refracting light in complex geometric patterns that seemed to tell a story of their own. Commander Valkov, the translation matrix rendered Kylera's communication with remarkable clarity. We find ourselves in your debt. But debt is a complex concept among our people. Arya leaned forward, her augmented senses picking up subtle nuances in the communication. No VA, her AI companion, provided real-time contextual analysis directly to her neural interface. The AI's assessment was clear. The Xylex were preparing to negotiate, not simply express gratitude. Debt implies a transaction, Arya responded carefully. We did not intervene with the expectation of payment. Kylera's crystalline structure rippled, a gesture that NOVA quickly identified as equivalent to a human smile. Yet payment is inevitable. Resources, information, alliance, something must flow between our civilizations. The diplomatic dance had begun. The Resolute's diplomatic suite was a marvel of human engineering. Adaptive environment generators could simulate atmospheric conditions for virtually any known sentient species. Quantum dampeners ensured complete privacy, preventing any form of external communication or surveillance. Tell me about the Vex K, Arya prompted. It was a calculated move, designed to understand the broader context of the conflict. Kylera's form became more angular, a sign of defensive posturing. A predatory species driven by resource scarcity. They consume rather than cultivate. Our sector of space, rich in quantum resonance minerals, has been their hunting ground for generations. NOVA rapidly cross-referenced the information with humanity's extensive sinological database. The AI's analysis appeared in Arya's neural feed. Systemic conflict, resource depletion, technological stagnation. A pattern humanity knew all too well from its own turbulent history. You've been fighting a defensive war, Arya observed, with limited resources and technological constraints. Survival, Kylera responded, is our primary directive. Much like your own species, I suspect. The comparison was not lost on Arya. Humanity's journey from a planet on the brink of ecological and societal collapse to a spacefaring civilization had been hard-fought. They understood survival intimately. What do you know about the mineral deposits? Arya asked, her tone neutral. Kylera's crystalline structure shifted, projecting a holographic star map. Quantum resonance nodes glowed in intricate patterns, revealing a complex network of resource-rich systems. The Vex K weren't just random aggressors. They were systematic resource hunters, consuming entire planetary ecosystems. These nodes, Kylera explained, generate quantum energy capable of powering entire civilizations. The Vex K seek to control them, not for development, but for immediate consumption. NOVA's analysis appeared in Arya's neural feed. The potential energy output of these nodes was staggering. Each one could potentially power a mid-sized human colony for centuries. More importantly, they represented a technological breakthrough that could revolutionize interstellar travel and energy production. "We're interested in studying these nodes," Area said carefully, "not controlling them." The diplomatic implications were profound. A collaborative research agreement could provide humanity with unprecedented technological insights while offering the Xylex collective much-needed protection and scientific advancement. Kylura's form began to pulse with an intricate light pattern. Excitement. NetOVA translated. A joint expedition. Mutual scientific exploration. With clear guidelines, Area added. Transparent communication. Equal partnership. The quantum communication chamber seemed to vibrate with potential. What had begun as a rescue mission was transforming into something far more significant. A potential alliance that could reshape the galactic balance of power. Little did they know, the Vex-K were already plotting their revenge, watching from the shadows of distant star systems. Holographic displays flickered to life around her, revealing a chaotic battlefield. 3 distinct alien species were locked in a multilateral conflict, their ships trading destructive energy weapons in a dance of mutual annihilation. The smallest of the groups, a species with crystalline exoskeletons and biomechanical ships, seemed to be on the verge of total extinction. NetOVA, calculate intervention probability, Area muttered, her fingers dancing across the quantum interface. The AI's response was instantaneous. Intervention success rate, 67.3%. Potential diplomatic complications, high. Recommendation. Observe but do not engage. Area knew better. Something in the transmission spoke to her, an underlying frequency that resonated with humanity's own history of survival against insurmountable odds. The crystalline species fought with a determination that reminded her of Earth's own struggles during the global reconstruction era. "Prepare quantum shield harmonics," she ordered, "and ready the quantum disruptors. We're going in." The UES Resolute moved with a grace that defied its massive size. Unlike traditional spacecraft, the vessel utilized quantum displacement technology, allowing it to shift through spatial dimensions with minimal energy expenditure. Where other ships would announce their presence with conventional propulsion, the Resolute simply appeared. The battlefield went silent. The attacking fleet, a predatory species known as the Vex-K, characterized by their segmented exoskeleton warships, suddenly found themselves facing an unexpected intruder. Humanity's reputation preceded them. The Deathworlders, a species that had transformed their hostile home planet into a crucible of technological and biological adaptation. "Attention combatants," Area's voice cut through the communication channels. "This is Commander Area Valkov of the United Earth Expeditionary Force. Your conflict is interrupting our standard patrol route." The Vex-K fleet hesitated. Their tactical systems were already analyzing the new arrival, undoubtedly recalling stories of human military capabilities. Legends spoke of a species that could turn planetary environments into weapons, whose technological adaptability made them the most feared negotiators in the known galaxy. "Stand down," Area continued, "or demonstrate hostile intent." The crystalline species, now identified by NetOVA as the Xylex Collective, watched in stunned silence. Their ships were nearly depleted, energy shields flickering, hull integrity compromised. This was a moment of potential salvation or complete annihilation. The Vex-K commander's response came through a translation matrix, full of clicks and harsh electronic undertones. "Humanity has no jurisdiction in this sector. This is a matter of territorial sovereignty." Area allowed herself a subtle smile. Interesting choice of words. NetOVA, activate quantum resonance protocol. The Resolute's hull began to shimmer, quantum fields creating a mesmerizing display of mathematical precision. It wasn't just a show of force. It was a demonstration of technological superiority that transcended traditional warfare. "Your weapons are ineffective," NetOVA announced through the communication channel. "Your technological level is approximately 217 years behind human quantum defensive capabilities. suggest immediate withdrawal. The Vex K fleet began to scatter, their formations breaking under the psychological weight of an opponent they could neither understand nor effectively combat. Humanity had done more than interrupt the conflict. They had fundamentally altered its trajectory with a mere display of potential. As the last Vex K ships retreated, the Xylex Collective's lead vessel sent a trembling communication. We are grateful. But why? What do you gain from this intervention? Commander Volkov's response was simple and profound. Survival is a collective endeavor. Today, you survive. Tomorrow, who knows what alliances might form? The first chapter of an unexpected cosmic partnership had begun, written in the language of survival, technological marvel, and a hint of diplomatic intrigue. The Quantum Research Station orbited a distant neutron star, a testament to human Xylex collaborative engineering. Commander Area Volkov watched as Dr. Malik Rodriguez, the lead human xenorchaeologist, carefully manipulated the quantum resonance nodes recovered from the conflict zone. "These are unlike anything in our database," Malik muttered, his augmented hands moving with precision across holographic interfaces. Beside him, a Xylex scientific liaison named Xentera observed with equal intensity, their crystalline form refracting the ambient light of the research chamber. Novia's voice echoed in Area's neural interface. Preliminary analysis suggests these nodes contain encoded information, not just energy signatures. The research station was a marvel of interspecies cooperation. Designed with adaptive environmental generators, it could simultaneously support human and Xylex physiological requirements. Transparent quantum-locked walls offered a panoramic view of the surrounding space, with the neutron star's intense radiation creating a mesmerizing backdrop of plasma and electromagnetic distortions. Xentera's crystalline structure pulsed with an agitated rhythm. The encoding is complex. Multiple layers of quantum encryption that seems to predate both our civilizations. Malik looked up, his cybernetic eye scanning the node with microscopic precision. Not just encryption. It's a map, or more accurately, a warning. The implications hung in the air like a tangible presence. Area felt the familiar tension of a potential cosmic revelation building. NoVA began correlating the data, cross-referencing with humanity's vast xenological archives. The nodes, NoVA reported, contain fragmented information about a civilization that existed approximately 3.2 million years ago, a species that appears to have been systematically eliminated. Xentera's form shifted, creating a holographic projection that expanded the node's internal structure. Intricate quantum patterns revealed themselves, a language of mathematics and energy that transcended traditional communication. The Vex K aren't just resource hunters, Malik realized, his voice dropping to a whisper. They're scavengers, systematically eliminating technological civilizations and harvesting their advanced technologies. Area's mind raced. The Vex K's attack on the Xylex Collective was more than a simple territorial dispute. It was part of a larger, more sinister pattern of galactic predation. A sudden alert from NoVA interrupted their thoughts. Incoming quantum signature. Unknown origin. Detecting multiple approach vectors. The research station's defensive systems activated automatically. Quantum shields shimmered into existence, creating a multi-layered defensive barrier that could withstand multiple simultaneous attacks. Xentera's communication became urgent. These signatures, they match partial patterns in the recovered nodes. Something is responding to our research. 3 massive ships emerged from quantum space, their designs unlike anything humans or Xylex had encountered before. They were living constructs, part organic, part technological, with a complexity that defied conventional understanding. Identification impossible, NoVA reported. Technological level exceeds current known parameters by approximately 782%. The ships made no aggressive moves. Instead, they began transmitting, not through conventional communication channels, but through direct quantum entanglement. It was a method of communication so advanced it bypassed traditional linguistic barriers. Area felt the transmission more than heard it. Fragments of memory, glimpses of ancient conflicts, the rise and fall of civilizations, all compressed into a millisecond of quantum information. "They're the Guardians," Malik whispered, his augmented systems struggling to process the incoming data. "The ones who came before. The civilization the nodes warned about." The research station became ground zero for a revelation that would fundamentally reshape humanity's understanding of the universe. The Vex-K were not the true threat. They were merely symptoms of a much larger, more ancient conflict. As the mysterious ships maintained their silent vigil, Area understood that their rescue mission had just become something far more significant, a potential key to unlocking the greatest mystery of the cosmos. The real journey was only beginning. The United Earth War Council chamber was unlike any diplomatic space in human history. Adaptive quantum holographics transformed the environment, creating a neutral ground that could simultaneously accommodate multiple species and their unique physiological requirements. Commander Area Valkov stood at the center, her cybernetic implants processing multiple communication streams simultaneously. To her left, Ambassador Kailura of the Xylex Collective shimmered in crystalline form. To her right, a holographic representation of the mysterious quantum guardians pulsed with an ethereal energy that defied conventional understanding. "The Vex-K are not the primary threat," Area began, her voice cutting through the tension. "They're a systemic response to a larger cosmic ecosystem of technological predation. The quantum guardians, beings of pure energy and information, communicated through complex mathematical patterns that NeoVA translated in real time. Their message was both a warning and an invitation. Ancient civilizations had fallen to a cycle of technological consumption, and humanity represented a potential breaking point in this cosmic pattern." Dr. Malik Rodriguez stepped forward, presenting holographic data that showed the intricate network of quantum nodes. "These aren't just energy sources," he explained. "They're memory repositories. Each node contains fragments of civilizations that were systematically eliminated." The Xylex representative, Centera, added their perspective. "Our historical records suggest this cycle has continued for millions of years. Technological civilizations rise, are identified, and then systematically consumed by more advanced predatory species. NeoVA's analysis appeared in Area's neural interface. The probability of humanity becoming the next target was alarmingly high, approximately 78.6% within the next century, if they continued their current trajectory of technological expansion. "We need a strategy," Area stated, "not just for defense, but for breaking the cycle." The Quantum Guardians' response was both elegant and terrifying. They proposed a radical solution, a collective technological defensive network that would transcend individual species limitations. It was more than an alliance. It was a fundamental reimagining of galactic survival. Suddenly, the chamber's quantum shields flared. Incoming transmission. Vex-Chi attack vectors detected across multiple star systems. "They know," Malik whispered. "They've detected our research." The first wave of Vex-Chi ships emerged from quantum space, their segmented exoskeleton designs more menacing than ever. But this time, humanity and the Xylex were prepared. Area activated the experimental quantum resonance protocol. Developed from the ancient node technologies, it created a massive defensive field that could simultaneously neutralize incoming vessels and extract their technological signatures. "Defensive pattern Omega," she commanded. "Full spectrum quantum disruption." The space around the research station transformed. Thousands of quantum entanglement points activated simultaneously, creating a defensive network that was both a shield and a weapon. Vex-Chi ships found themselves caught in a web of energy that simultaneously disabled their systems and decoded their technological foundations. Centera's crystalline form pulsed with an emotion that translated closest to excitement. "We're not just defending. We're learning." The Quantum Guardians observe, their massive energy constructs serving as both witnesses and potential interveners. Humanity was being tested, not just for its technological capabilities, but for its potential to break an ancient cycle of destruction. As the battle raged, Area realized they were fighting more than the Vexkai. They were fighting a cosmic system that had consumed countless civilizations, and for the first time, there was a real chance of winning. The universe watched, and humanity was ready. The quantum research facility had transformed into something beyond a simple scientific outpost. It was now the epicenter of an unprecedented technological collaboration that would reshape the known universe. Dr. Malik Rodriguez stood beside Xentera, their combined expertise creating technologies that defied previous limitations. Quantum entanglement modules developed from the ancient node technologies now allowed instantaneous communication across unprecedented distances. The implications were staggering. Communication that could bridge entire galaxies in milliseconds. Commander Arya Valkov watched the process, her cybernetic implants processing the rapid innovations. NoVA provided constant analysis, its quantum processors working in tandem with the collaborative research team. The key isn't just the technology, Malik explained to Arya. It's how different species interpret and apply scientific principles. The Xilex crystalline neural networks process information fundamentally differently from human quantum computing. A holographic display showed the intricate exchange. Human adaptive algorithms merged with Xilex quantum resonance principles. The quantum guardians observed, their energy patterns suggesting both approval and cautious interest. Xentera's crystalline form pulsed with what NoVA translated as scientific excitement. We're not just sharing technology. We're creating a new paradigm of scientific understanding. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. A quantum node, previously thought to be merely an energy repository, revealed itself as a complex information matrix. It contained fragments of technological knowledge from civilizations that had existed millions of years ago, civilizations that had been systematically eliminated by predatory species like the Vexkai. This is more than a technological exchange, Arya realized. This is cosmic preservation. NoVA's analysis revealed the true nature of the discovery. The node contained adaptive technological principles that could create defensive systems capable of protecting entire species from systematic technological predation. It was a blueprint for survival that transcended individual civilizations. The quantum guardians intensified their communication. Their message was clear. Humanity and the Xilex were proving to be different. Where previous civilizations had failed, becoming either too aggressive or too passive, they were finding a balanced approach. Suddenly, an alert interrupted their research. Vexkai scout ships had been detected approaching the outer quantum perimeter. But this time, they were different. These ships were not purely aggressive. They were gathering information, seemingly confused by the new defensive technologies. They're adapting, Malik noted, his augmented eye analyzing the incoming data. The Vexkai aren't a monolithic species. Some factions are beginning to understand that pure consumption is not sustainable. Xentera's response was unexpected. We must offer them a choice. Not destruction, not submission, but adaptation. The research facility prepared for first contact, not as conquerors, not as prey, but as potential partners in a larger cosmic ecosystem. The quantum guardians watched, their massive energy constructs serving as silent arbiters of this unprecedented moment. Arya understood the true nature of their mission now. It was never just about survival. It was about breaking the cycle of destruction that had consumed countless civilizations. Humanity was not just fighting the Vexkai. They were offering a new path, a chance for technological evolution that didn't require systematic elimination. As the Vexkai scout ships approached, the universe held its breath. The next moments would define not just a battle, but the potential future of intelligent life itself. The moment of reckoning had arrived. Humanity's experimental quantum defensive network spread across multiple star systems, a testament to the collaborative efforts of humans, Xilex, and the mysterious quantum guardians. Commander Arya Valkov stood on the bridge of the UES Resolute, her cybernetic systems fully integrated with the ship's most advanced technologies. Incoming Vex-Kai main fleet, Netovia reported. Multiple approach vectors. Estimated fleet strength, 10,347 combat vessels. But this was not the same humanity that would have met such a threat with pure military might. Years of technological exchange and cosmic understanding had fundamentally transformed their approach. Dr. Malik Rodriguez activated the quantum resonance communication protocol. Instead of weapons charging, a complex mathematical signal began broadcasting across the entire Vex-Kai fleet. It was more than a message. It was a comprehensive data package that contained the collective knowledge of survival, technological adaptation, and cosmic cooperation. Kazentera, the Xylex representative, joined the communication. Their crystalline form projected a holographic representation that cut through the traditional barriers of interspecies communication. "You are not predators," the transmission began. "You are survivors, trapped in a cycle of technological consumption that has limited your potential." The quantum guardians amplified the transmission. Millions of years of cosmic history unfolded in milliseconds, a comprehensive view of how technological predation had stunted the growth of countless civilizations. The Vex-K fleet hesitated. Area watched as the massive ships began to change, not through destruction, but through understanding. The segmented exoskeleton vessels started to reconfigure, their aggressive designs slowly transforming as the transmitted knowledge penetrated their fundamental systems. "They're listening," Malik whispered. "Not just receiving. Truly listening." Novia's analysis was remarkable. The Vex-K weren't a monolithic species bent on destruction. They were a civilization trapped in a survival mechanism that had become obsolete. The transmission offered them something they had never experienced, a path to collaborative survival. Fragments of Vex-K communication began to emerge. Confusion, curiosity, a dawning realization that there were alternatives to their current existence. The quantum guardians intensified their presence. These ancient beings of pure energy and information had watched countless civilizations rise and fall. Humanity represented something different, a species capable of breaking the cycle of technological predation. "We offer an alternative," Aria's voice cut through the cosmic communication. "Not submission, not destruction. Evolution." One by one, Vex-K ships began to change. Their aggressive configurations softened. Quantum resonance modulators, technologies developed through the collaborative research, began to integrate with their systems. They were no longer just consuming. They were beginning to create. The space around the UES Resolute transformed. What could have been the greatest battle in cosmic history became the most significant moment of technological diplomacy. Xentera's crystalline form pulsed with an emotion that transcended individual species. "We are not defined by our past," they communicated. "We are defined by our potential to change." The quantum guardians began to withdraw, their massive energy constructs serving as silent witnesses to a moment of cosmic transformation. Humanity had done more than survive. They had offered a new path of understanding. As the Vex-Kai fleet began to integrate the new technologies, Aria understood the true nature of their mission. This was not a victory of weapons, but a victory of understanding, of showing that technological advancement was not about consumption, but about collective growth. The universe watched, and for the first time in millions of years, there was hope.